Hello, Ore Digger fans, and welcome to another installment of Mines MidWeek. We're joined by Colorado School of Mines head cross country coach Chris Siemers. Coach, welcome back to the show.
Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
You got it. All right, let's go back to the RMAC Championships. A couple weekends ago, down in Silver City, New Mexico, men finished third out of 13. Women finished fifth out of 14 squads. You had 4 all-RMAC performances, 3 on the men's side, 1 on the women's side. Take us through the RMAC Championships.
Sure, we had beautiful running conditions and a really nice course out there in Silver City. And with the women going first, they really surprised. Definitely the best race of the year, and that's what you want to see. That's what you want to see happen when the championship races are here and there's more on the line. And they stepped it up with that pack of 2 through 5 being within about 15 seconds of each other. That was very encouraging. And I think with the men, Derek leading the way there shows that he belongs as a contender the rest of the way. Mm-hmm. And finishing third, it was a good performance overall. But obviously, I think Western surprised everyone the way they looked, and I think that's a motivator over these last 2 weeks to see if we can hopefully change that a little bit heading into regionals.
All right, well, we'll recap the all-RMAC performances on the men's side. Derek Alcorn leading the way, finished 5th out of 107 runners, first team all-RMAC honors for Derek. Andrew Epperson finished 13th out of 107, so he got second team all-RMAC, and Marty Andre finished 19th out of 107 for third team all-RMAC. And then on the women's side, Chloe Gustafson led the way for the women, finished 10th out of 113 runners for second team all-RMAC honor. So congratulations to those student athletes. All right, let's look ahead to the big race coming up this weekend, the South Central Regional matchup in Canyon, Texas, hosted by West Texas A&M. So I want to ask you, as a runner, going from the higher altitude up here in Colorado to closer to sea level down in Canyon, Texas, how's that going to affect the teams?
It is different. There's no doubt. When you go from, we're right at 6,000 feet. Now we're going to be heading to about 3,500 feet. It allows us to go down in elevation. Mm-hmm. And when we're racing our competitors here, Adams and Western, I think it's a little bit more of a good opportunity to see what might happen 2 weeks down the road at the national championships. It's going to be more, I would say, we're going to look better.
Okay.
The lower we go,
okay,
there's no doubt. So it's and that's what we've been training for all year is to go down and run faster. So I think we're going to be ready come regionals. Of course, in West Texas A&M is going to be very flat, a little bit harder surface, and of course 10K. Adding those 2 kilometers is a big difference, and we're going to be prepared for that.
Yeah, you mentioned it a little bit, but I wanted to ask you the differences between the RMAC Championship course and the regional course. You mentioned it's going to be a little flatter. How else is it going to be different?
Yeah, the layout is definitely going to be, it's loops. I think it's 2.8 loops for the men's race. So that's going to be kind of similar as far as that goes. But I would say the surface would be a lot different. It's very soft. There was some sand. I think Silver City got some rain the day before we arrived, and it made the course very, it kind of soaked it. It was soft and spongy in places. And I think the ground here in Canyon, Texas will be a lot firmer, probably a little bit more conducive to running really fast over it. So, and I would like to, and I think a big difference is it's probably going to be accurate. If you take a look at Silver City, it was short, there's no doubt. So I'm looking forward to seeing an honest distance of 10 kilometers and hopefully more accurate.
All right. Okay. And then obviously coaches don't like to divulge their personnel information too long before they compete. But are you going to be changing up your runners in any way for this one?
On the men's side, yeah, we're going to look different than RMAC, and we had a couple out there training hard these last few weeks, trying to do the best to help their team, really push things when the others had to get ready to race the RMAC championship. So having them is going to be huge for the team. We need some leaders out there to push this team to what they're capable of, and we all know it's really big things here heading into regionals and then nationals out in Spokane. And on the women's side, we're going to have the same team out there, and they've put in a lot of important training, both mentally and to allow them to run a little bit faster here when we drop down for regionals in these last 2 weeks. They've been doing everything right, covering the little things, and it's going to allow them to have a shot, I think, to try to qualify here for the national meet.
All right. Well, the top 6 teams advanced to the NCAA championships, and that's because of how well this region did last year at the NCAA championships. You want to explain that to the fans a little bit, how that works?
Yeah, with the last year with the women finishing 8th, we were the 4th team in the region to be in the top 8. So that opened up a spot. And last year 5 teams qualified. This year 6 teams will qualify. And that's big with the depth that our region has, with all those teams up front being ranked. You know, we finished 5th at the RMAC championships, and those 4 teams that are finished ahead of us were all ranked in the top 10 nationally. And we're not even ranked. We're, I think, sitting 9th in the region heading into Canyon, Texas. So it's going to take everyone to run their best race. If they do that, then they're looking good, and I'm going to surprise, I think, the region.
All right. Well, Coach, good luck to you. Good luck to your teams, both men and the women. Again, the Ore Diggers will be headed to Canyon, Texas for the South Central Regional Championships. It's going to be held at the range in Canyon, Texas on Saturday. The women are going to kick things off at 9:30 a.m. local time, that's Central Time, and then the men will go at 10:30. Again, Coach, good luck, safe travels, and hopefully both squads again advance to the NCAA championships.
Thanks a lot. We can't wait. We're hoping it's Friday so we can leave town here, but it's only Tuesday, so we have a few more days to go.
You got to wait a little bit, but all right. All right, fans, that's all the time we have with Coach Siemers. We'll see you next time.